Hi, welcome to another episode of TNT Show. My name is Tabby.
My name is Tracy, and today we are discussing self-respect or dignity. So Tabby, what is self-respect?
Okay.
What can you define? How can you define self-respect?
Okay, for me, I think I can define self-respect as holding yourself to high esteem and believing that you deserve to be treated well, and I think it first starts by you treating yourself, giving yourself like the worth that you deserve, and also treating yourself better, because however way we want to, talk about it and all, when we treat ourselves right, it shows, and when you value yourself and you respect yourself, it shows like people can feel it, people, I don't know whether it's just me or something, but people can sense like energy.
Yeah.
So when you see yourself down, somehow there's just a way you attract the same energy, and you let people step on you, you let people abuse you, you let people do like bad things to you, and like you can't even talk it out. You just suck it out, and you go somewhere and you cry wherever you want to cry. But if you don't stop people from treating you wrong, then it's just going to be a process that it continues, and you never know if it might just.
And for me, I think self-respect, and for me, is more of the value that you put on yourself, like the things that you can do and the things that you cannot do. The boundaries that you set for yourself. Those are the things that you are building your self-respect. Because at the end of the day, like you said, how you treat yourself is how people treat you. If you treat yourself, that you don't have boundaries, that you don't respect the choices that you can change your choices from this. You are on the left side, but people say that you're going on the right. You also go. You don't have your facts right. You don't check the things that people are saying about. Let's say for an issue that is happening, you don't even fact check that issue to see if you're going on that direction, if it's right or not. And if you don't value yourself, if you don't value yourself, you don't put your self-worth, it is hard to respect yourself. At the same time, it's hard for people to respect
you, of course,
They'll know, Tabby ni ule, you don't even consult. You know very well that she will go on my side because she doesn't know, she doesn't make decisions on herself. She decides how people are going. If the majority is on this side,
she just follows.
Yes, if we are deciding we're going on the left, she just goes. You don't make your own choices because you don't respect yourself. Yeah,
it's true. Because now I'm thinking about like you see in life, people value what's valuable. People give respect to what is like valuable. If you feel, and this has to come actually from within. If you feel like you are valuable, you're going to treat yourself with value. You're going to respect yourself. You're going to create boundaries. You are going to to stop people from talking like however they want to you. You just stop them, tell them, listen, I'm not going to let you talk to me that way, and if there's a problem, you can talk to me in a decent way, in a respectable way. But if you let people just talk to you the way they want to talk to you, and walk out, someone will hear that and they do the same, because you don't value yourself. But when you value yourself, you are going to create boundaries, and you are going to show people how to treat you, because the things you allow, actually you can't complain about the things you allow. So if you allow people to talk to you badly, or maybe step on you, you can't go out there and start complaining. Oh, Tabby's talking bad about it. Stop Tabby at that point. Maybe sometime you might someone tongue might slip, and you're like, okay, this is day one, and let me just watch how this one goes. They do it the next time, you'll be like, listen, girl, okay, I don't trade this way. And if you feel like there's an issue, you're going to tell me and you're going to sort it out. Do you understand? Yeah. So like even the way people talk to you, and actually I think also this goes on the way you dress, by the way.
Just to be how you want to be addressed.
Yeah, address how you want to be addressed. Yeah. And you see, as a Christian, I think the Bible talks about dressing modestly. You know, modestly. You know, and I don't know whether this is relative to people or it just I don't know. But
it is relative because it depends on how you say modestly. So it depends.
There's someone who will be like, okay, wearing a trouser is not modestly.
Yeah, and someone then somebody like a mini skirt is modestly.
Yeah. So
it depends.
So it depends with the person, right?
It depends with the person.
Yeah, so
and their understanding.
Yeah, and you also need to be comfortable in what you wear. You know, just the way you dress portrays your self-respect. You know, so if you want to show like things that people really don't want to see, you want to show it somehow it creates an idea in people's mind that you don't respect yourself. Yeah. And at the end of the day, let's say, for example, if it's a girl, you're walking out there and your boobs are out, you are like,
your thighs are out.
I don't want to share.
Your thighs are out.
Like you'll have people, the people who will be, talking to you are people who, you look at you and they're like, no.
Yeah.
Because they feel like, okay, this one we can get to her, But when you dress modestly, even the people who will be approaching you also be like.
But at the same time, I beg to differ because on dresses, it depends on the occasion. Because mostly it depends on the occasion and the place. You see, you can't tell me when I'm going to swim to wear a dress. I'll have to wear a bikini or I'll have to wear a swimming costume. So it depends with the place and the occasion and how you're going to portray.
Okay, so I think for me, I'm just talking about like the normal, the normal dressing. When you're just walking around, the city. Of course, dressing depends. There's so many dresses that depend with the occasion. I'm not. I don't expect you to wear a dress or nothing.
Yeah, but the mentality.
Okay, but at the end of the day, what I'm trying to say is like when you are doing your errands, when you are just moving around, maybe in your neighborhood or wherever, there are people. Okay, kuna watu we know like makanga, we know them makanga. We know that they're low, like the people who like they're dirty somehow. There's just this perception. Yeah. These people are dirty, all that stuff. And most of the time, like they mostly talk to people who are, who like they feel are of their kind.
Yeah.
That's just force of attraction. So you walk outside there and you are in a booty short, like,
and you're working out.
Yeah. You're just, you're just doing your errands in a booty short. I'm not saying booty short is bad. You can wear that in your house.
Well, it depends. It depends, by the way. It depends. Like I say, it depends. At the end of the day, it depends.
Okay, yeah.
Not daylight.
You can wear that in your. You can wear that alone in the house,
Okay.
Rompers.
Fine.
In the house.
Okay. So, but yes, you can do that.
Yeah, so, but okay, this is what we are saying. We're not saying that wearing booty short or rompers is wrong. The only problem is when you wear them outside there, and maybe some people that you are going to create ideas. You can't control how people think. That's the only problem. I can't control how T is going to think. I can't control how other people are going to think outside there. The perception that you're going to create outside there is like, okay, this one is. He's loose, she's loose, she's easy, she's all that stuff, and people will be looking at you like, giving you side eye, So it's always good that however you dress, then just do it in modestly, be modest in your dressing, if you want to get the self-respect. But wear what makes you comfortable.
Wear what makes you comfortable.
Yeah.
Because, when you're saying that, I remember I had an experience. There was a time that I went to visit, I was in Coast. I went to visit my uncle. On this side of town, it is okay to wear, a dress and be comfortable. My dress was not that okay for me.
It wasn't
a bad dress. It wasn't a mini. But it wasn't a mini dress. But at that time that I went to Coast, they were fasting. The Muslims, they were fasting. So going to this other side, you see the dress that I was wearing, apparently it was not a nice dress to that side, because to them they're used to seeing ladies come on
covered up,
full dress. So I was like, well, I had a very nasty experience with that time, because now they are shouting, they are calling out, they'll be like, it was a nasty experience, and I learned from that. You see, for me, this other side of town, it is okay. You can wear, a dress like this or a short dress is fine. But this other side of town, you can't do that, because for them they see the ladies or they see ladies who are modestly dressed is
to them modesty is like being covered up completely.
Being covered up completely. So when you say that, you see the self-respect I had on myself at that time, and also self-esteem ilienda chini, because you're like, oh, okay, what have I done wrong? What is going on? And I was with my aunt at that time, and she was, alikuwa na trouser. For her, it was normal thing, no disturbance, no nothing. So I was like, okay, yes, I might have self-respect at that time. I made that choice at that time. I was assertive with what I was wearing at that time. But you see, you can't control what people are thinking.
Oh, no,
and you can't control their actions. But at the same time, it affects you. It affects how you look at yourself.
So, I think what you're trying to say, it's very important to even weigh the environment. Like, know, where am I going? And, because at some point, it's not like for you might just respect, you respect yourself the way, you respect yourself, you respect yourself, But maybe whatever you're wearing, you feel like, okay, this one is okay, this one is modest, but you go to a certain environment and they feel like, no. So you also need to weigh, you need to have wisdom, and discern and know, like in this environment, like what should I wear? Okay, in this environment, when I'm in the house, I'm just alone. Whatever you wear when you're alone, like that one, we're not even going to come in between that one. Okay, but it's also very important. Actually, at the end of the day, there are things that someone can tell you. For example, now that we're talking about like the dressing and all that stuff, what will you do? For example, if you're walking on the road and someone shouted at you or maybe called you like, just did a like, called you out, when you're walking on the road in your short dress, what are you supposed to do? Okay, let's say, for example, a conductor, you are walking on the road, you dress the way you dressed, maybe your dress is short or whatever, and then a conductor called you out. Are you supposed to respond to them, or you're supposed to walk away?
It depends on how they have called you out. It depends. Because they may say, Madam, unakaa vizuri leo. You see, that is a compliment. Madam, vaa nguo, hii nini umevaa? You see, that's somebody who's just talking negative. It's just, just being negative.
So what are you supposed to do in that situation?
So if they're negative, you're just not going to respond. I do not respond to the negative comments. But the positive ones, I'll be like, thank you, asante, and then you walk.
Okay, so what I was trying to say is this. Self-respect also comes with walking away from negative energy. There are people who you don't need to respond to. Sorry, there are people you don't need to respond to at the end of the day. You don't have to respond to everything that comes to you. She said, they said, Nini. You can't be responding to every Tom, Dick, and Harry. You understand? If you respect yourself and you know who you are, the people will just be like,
you walk away.
Yeah.
Whatever they say, you walk away.
So walking away is also a form of self-respect. Not just responding to everything that comes your way. They say this, you're like, okay, you have to, fight and, I have to show that I'm strong and all that stuff. No.
It's true.
That people maybe the issues you might address.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And also, I think self-respect also comes with knowing your level. Like know your level in terms of the way you associate with people. You know how people act. You know their behaviors. You just know how they think. So at the end of the day, when you maybe when something comes up amongst maybe whether you are friends or your colleagues or your circle, it's you know like this one.
This one is not a verse for me to address.
No.
It's a verse for me to address.
No. This, I need to address this, but this one, no. You understand? So choosing your battles, I think it goes back. Choosing your battles, you know. So know which issues to address and which issues to just walk away from.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
And also I was telling you that before we started that self-respect goes a long way with self-forgiveness, because if you do not forgive yourself for the past mistakes that you have done, you see that high esteem that you're looking, you know, that high esteem that you put yourself into, and then you're looking at yourself. And now there are things that you've done, you know, your past experience, your past mistakes that you have done, and now you tend to put you tend not to value yourself as much. So you tend to, you know, lower yourself, and then people start seeing, oh, okay, this person doesn't respect herself or doesn't respect himself, and that is because you didn't take time to forgive yourself, to address the issues that you're saying. The issues that you're saying, maybe there are things that you did, leave alone what people did, but there are things that you did. So you need to take time and forgive yourself. So if you forgive yourself, forgiveness and self-respect goes
it's true
together.
Because, you know, I was listening to a certain party, she was saying that you are not your mistakes. Don't define yourself by the mistakes that you've made in your past. You know, you are not your mistakes. You know, let's just look in the Bible. Let's see David. You know, David did crazy things. You know, if it was his mistakes that define him, I think God would have been like, okay, this one, no. But you see, we are much better than our mistakes. We shouldn't define ourselves by our mistakes. You know, saying maybe I messed in this way, so okay, I shouldn't even talk where people are talking. I shouldn't even do this. No, that was a mistake I made in the past. And you build yourself. And sometimes also I think we can, you know, it's hard actually. You know, the hardest thing I've realized is forgiving ourselves too. Yes. You know, you can forgive other people, but forgiving yourself. You know, you sometimes you sit down, you're like, I should have known better. I should have done better.
Because we are hard on ourselves.
We are so hard on ourselves. I should have. What was this? Why did I do this? How can this happen to me? Like, how can I do this? You know. But sometimes I think it's also good too. You can have an emotional accountability. You know, there are people you can talk to and, you know, let go. You know, like, listen, you know that things we bottle inside. We are not, it's not like it's any kuna vitu zingine tu umeka kwa heart umesema like let them stay there. Now this one I don't want someone to touch, you know, but in one way or the other they're affecting our day-to-day lives, you know. So it's
they are affecting how we see ourselves,
and even how we see the world. You understand? So it's very important that if there's something maybe weighing us inside, even if it's that forgiveness, you know, talk to someone, you know, have an emotional accountability, you know, just sit down and you're like, listen, man, like, you know, this thing, it's not like I don't need to tell you, but I just want you to listen because I feel like it's inside there, it's somewhere, and it needs to come out, you know. But yeah, if you do that, and again, I think if it's a person who is good and an encouraging person, then maybe they'll be like, listen, we all make mistakes, man. Like, be easy on yourself, forgive yourself, and move on. You understand? So forgiveness, really, that one is really amazing. It's good because it also builds your. It lets you go. It makes you free.
So, like we're saying, what is self-respect? Is holding yourself in
to high esteem. And believing that you deserve to be treated well. Everyone deserves to be treated well. By the way.
And then how do you build, you know, the self-respect as we are winding up?
So first of all, creating boundaries. You know, forgiving yourself. Creating boundaries. And T has talked about forgiveness. You know, and walking away from stuff that are not really important. You don't have to address everything that comes your way. You know. They come if they don't really make sense. I think these days, God, I think it's just God that has helped me. These days, you know, I can be in an environment and I don't even know what's going. Like, if it doesn't affect me directly, I don't know what's going on, and really I don't really care unless it really comes to me. You know, so it's good to sometimes just walk away to some stuff. You don't have to talk to every Tom, Dick, and Harry and start explaining yourself. Oh, I did this because no. Listen. The people, you know, someone said that a friend of, if you have, like, someone said this, if you have a friend that or maybe a circle that you have, the things you'll do that you don't need to the things you'll do that you don't even need to explain yourself to them. You know, the people that you need to explain yourself to sometimes don't even they already have an opinion. So as much as you're explaining, you are wasting your time. They already have an opinion, energy. Listen, let it be the way it is. You know, if you feel like you need to address it once and move on. You know, learn to forgive yourself and just respect yourself. Because if you respect yourself, other people will respect you. Because this thing comes from within. You know, what is inside is what is going to pour out. If you don't respect yourself, nobody will respect you, because people respect what's valuable. So if you don't feel you're valuable, why should I respect you? And you yourself, you don't even accord yourself the respect that you're asking from other people. You understand? So it's very, very important.
So like Tabia said, people respect what is valuable. As you're ending, just get to understand that people respect what is valuable. I hope you have enjoyed this episode. Please like, comment, subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and share this. Bless us all. Bless us all, people. We'll see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.
Bye, guys. Bye.